Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. And last night, of course, the House Democrat majority voted to meritlessly impeach President Trump, even though there was not even one piece of factual evidence provided throughout this entire process that would support any Democrat claims that President Trump committed even one impeachable offense. But none of that mattered. Of course, this was not a fact-driven impeachment process. Rather, this was a hatred-driven impeachment process. So even though there were no facts to support any of their claims for impeachment, House Democrats impeached President Trump. Anyway, but has it seemed to you like a lot of these people are really embarrassed by what it is that they've done? I mean, sure, they're happy that, we impeached the evil orange guy in the White House. Yeah, screw Trump. Yeah, I mean, you get that from some of these Democrats, but can you tell that in addition to that a lot of these people are embarrassed by what they've done? I mean, just this morning, the top Democrat in the House, Nancy Pelosi, had a press conference, and she was shutting down questions on impeachment. She didn't even want to talk about what it is that she and her fellow Democrats had done just hours prior. And Pelosi's saying that still she does not want to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate for a trial, which should be the case, clearly because she's embarrassed that her and her fellow Democrats approved these articles of impeachment, even though there was no factual backing to them whatsoever. I mean, Pelosi's embarrassed by what's going on, and it's not just her. You had Ilhan Omar, the far-left Democrat congresswoman from Minnesota, starting to shout at the top Republican in the House, Kevin McCarthy, yesterday, because McCarthy was merely reminding people of one of Omar's friend's words from this past January. McCarthy noted that, hey, people, this past January, just hours after this new Congress was seated, you had Democrat Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib of Michigan going in front of a crowd of people and saying they were going to impeach the mother effer in relation to President Trump. All McCarthy did was say, hey, Democrats, this is nothing new for them. They've been talking about impeaching Trump for the longest time, long before he had any phone call with President Zelensky of Ukraine. And you had Omar yelling about it because she was embarrassed that, that's what my fellow Democrat had to say, totally undermining our case about this is about some whistleblower that prompted the entire thing this past July. I mean, it's not just Pelosi. It's not just Ilhan Omar. You also had the House Democrats as a whole yesterday afternoon when a motion was made to conduct the impeachment vote by a manual roll call vote. You had House Democrats objecting to it because they did not want all the people watching this whole impeachment charade unfold yesterday to hear them say out loud, yep, I support impeachment. They didn't want their face and their name to this effort to impeach President Trump so meritlessly. I mean, it's abundantly clear you've got a lot of House Democrats who are really embarrassed by what it is their party just did. And you know what? For good reason. They should be embarrassed because they have trivialized something that used to be so important and serious in impeachment. I mean, this used to be, okay, we're only going to do this if it's abundantly clear that you had a sitting U.S. president engaging in high crimes and misdemeanors. That most certainly did not take place. Again, there is no evidence that President Trump committed even one impeachable offense. This is all about politics. This is Democrats acting out their anger that Donald Trump is the president, that he's the one leading this nation, and that their party is not. I mean, you had, of all people, Hillary Clinton, of course, the woman that Donald Trump soundly defeated back in the 2016 presidential election, taking to Twitter yesterday, saying that one of our most precious rights as Americans is the right to determine who our leaders are. You know what, Hillary Clinton? You're damn right. Here in the United States of America, the people who make up the American Electoral College, the voters, we do have the right, via our constitutional republic's free and fair elections, to decide who is and who is not going to be our president. Back in 2016, more specifically November 8th of 2016, Hillary Clinton, we decided 63 million of us that you damn sure were not going to be our next president here in the United States of America. And to this day, you and so many of your friends on the left have not gotten over it. Well, you know what, Hillary? It's been 3+ years. It's time to build a damn bridge. Donald Trump beat you fair and square. Deal with it. The fact that you and your friends are still sore that the American people rejected you in favor of Donald Trump back in 2016, and the fact that you're afraid that Donald Trump might just beat you again in another free and fair election, you and your party in 2020, that most certainly is not sufficient reason to go impeaching the man. So you know what? To all the Democrats out there who are embarrassed by what it is that they and their party just did yesterday, you got every reason to be embarrassed, because it was embarrassing that you trivialized impeachment for merely political purposes. Shame on you for what you're doing. Shame on you for what you're doing to try and destroy our constitutional republic, trying to deprive the American people of the ability to elect their own leaders in their country. You are threatening our republic, and you most certainly, Democrats, deserve to be totally out of power after November 3rd of 2020 for what it is you're doing to so greatly harm the United States of America. And that's all the time that we have for today. More of the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.